Oh, that's why my we're not live. Oh, there we go. Hi everyone. Now they can hear us and see us.
It was like Saving Private Ryan.
We're
for a minute.
back, and then let me make this big so you can all see the right stuff. Good. There we go. All right.
Indy had no arms.
We're back. That was a little, my PC crashed, and we were about to say goodnight and let you guys wrap up and everything, but
no,
my PC decided to step in and had other plans.
We're not going to let big internet tell us what we do.
Hell no. So when we got so rudely interrupted, what was going on here? Now I don't remember.
Not much. I think we were kind of winding down. We were just I was about to kind of kick it over to Steve
Simpson for 10 minutes.
Sturgill Simpson, Schrodinger's cat. Jerry Springer. We were talking about Jerry Springer, I think.
Oh yeah, we were. Yep.
By the way, dude, Folded Flag is like the most punk rock song I've heard in a decade. It really is. I gotta give it up to Sturge for writing that one.
I heard a clip the other day of one of his concerts, and he was playing a bouncy, kind of almost reggae shuffle version of Party All the Time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did that.
No one can pull it off quite like he pulled it off. It was so good.
As Johnny Blue Eyes. Yeah.
And his live version of Midnight Rider is spectacular too.
Dude, his cover of Randy Travis's Digging Up Bones.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
It's immaculate.
Yep.
It takes me back to being like 15 years old and working in the warehouse at the place where my dad worked, because they used employee-based child labor to work in the warehouse. And the foreman there only listened to the country radio station. Actually, no, that's not true. We listened to Bob and Tom in the morning. And then he immediately switched when Bob and Tom went off, and we went to country radio. And that's where I developed my deep-seated hatred of Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Oh, but look,
that's funny.
The guys, what's his name, Tom and his wife, Christina, they certainly wear the bodies, Garth. They've given it pretty hard to Garth Brooks over the years. And
Tom Segura?
Yes, now it's he's the serial killer.
He is
funny.
Potentially. That's a theory.
A legit thing. Where are the bodies? Garth. I mean, people have been following around to his concerts and like harassing him to the point where he doesn't even know what to do anymore.
You know what's interesting? Good. The worst job I ever had, hands down, was at a condo on Panama City Beach. My first day was doing orientation, and the GM was walking me through and was kind of chit-chatting, and I can't remember where he said he grew up, but I mentioned that I was a musician, and he's like, he goes, I went to high school with Garth Brooks. I was like, oh, really? I said, what was that like? And he said, horrible. He said he found out I was gay, and he made my life hell for it. And he made me miserable for 4 years. I was like, oh, damn. And now I'm like, this seems to track. It's all falling into place. What do you know? Okay. There's a pattern here, Garth.
Yeah.
This goes all the way to the top.
We didn't care if you were gay. We would call everybody else gay. But, we knew better. I don't know.
All right, so Cynic is asking you to play another song, Jesse. I don't know if you got another one in you. I know you said you were winding down, but
yeah, I could pull one song out.
Cool. Let me bring up the Third Eye thing again.
The question is what?
Wait, what?
Tickets still available, thirdeyecarnival.com. 3 days of camping, live music, live podcast, live comedy. It's going to be a hell of a time.
QR code is down here.
It may be the coolest thing you do this year, unless you go to the next Third Eye Carnival, which will also be the coolest thing you do this year?
Okay, Cynic. Yes, technically he did not play a song. He did a spoken word. Yeah, she loves to be technical on me. Cynic is the resident Jesse Fred bestie, and she knows all the catalog. So she is also an associate producer on the show. I've given her producer credit already because she's in our behind the scenes chat when we're trying to coordinate the show and do the thumbnails and everything. And of course, she's always looking out for Jesse's work and to make sure it's presented the right way. And that's important. You know, we want to make sure that people actually see and hear it the way that it's supposed to be. I got yelled at for focusing on covers too much, and we stopped doing that as much, and we focused more on the actual written stuff that Jesse's done. There's so much of it. But we are going to start getting into covers on the Clip Show. So that's going to be the next thing. Right now on Clip Show, every other Friday night. So every Friday night, I do a show for Jesse. So the weeks we have a live show, I'll loop this twice and run it Friday night at 10:30 Eastern. And then on the weeks we don't have a show, I'll make a Clip Show. And the themes that we've been doing now is I'm going A to Z through the entire Jesse Jett catalog. And I got through the A's and the B's last week. We got 26 songs down. It was about 2 hours. Such a good time to hear it all kind of played in that order. I don't think I've ever really heard it presented that way. And then when I'm done with that, we'll actually get to the covers that he's performed. So, because I got a bunch of those too. But
yeah,
Jesse's,
the only thing I came prepared with tonight was covers. So
that's cool. Covers are good. We like covers. And then, yeah, Jesse's just tuning up now. I don't know what he's going to play, but I can probably name that tune in 3 notes.
He's going to play Disposable Heroes.
Going to play Oliver Anthony.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do that.
That's Dust to Better Days.
It's been a hot second. Good job. It's been a hot second since I played that, especially on the left-handed guitar and not playing it upside down the way I'm supposed to.
SWAT team took your neighbor today. You watched them as they walked him away. You told yourself extremists come in all different shapes. Met his eyes and lowered your gaze. Is it too late for us to ever change? Once we're collecting the dust of better days, they're always watching us, but we're never safe. We're not meant to be safe, not meant to escape. We aren't meant to wake. Sheriff stopped your daughter today. Pepper sprayed her twice in the face. He must have had good reason if he'd treat her that way. At least that's what they've taught you to say. But is it too late for us to ever change? once were collecting the dust of better days. They're always watching us, but we're never safe. We're not meant to be safe, not meant to escape. We aren't meant to wake. Feds arrived and had you detained. Said you'd made some posts they want changed. Tased you till you felt like you'd forgotten your name, or life before they had you contained. Oh, life before they had you contained. SWAT team took your neighbor today. And that is Dust About Her Days.
Sure is. Clean as shit too. That was really smooth. That sounded great.
Thank you.
All right, man. Cool. So I know Jesse has to get up early, and I'm glad we were able to make it back and do a little bit of stuff. Plus, Steve's got to be up super early. Fuck. Dude, that guy starts a show at 7 a.m. Pacific 5 days a week, and he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that gets up early in the morning. So
I wake
that's
up
some
at
credit
4
for that.
or 4:30, whether I want to or not, since I'm like 12.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to have like 2-a-day practices, and I'd have to be in a swimming pool for like football or soccer or something like that, 5 a.m. I've worked, construction for 25 years.
Yeah.
Had to be at the yard at 6 and load up and then get ready to go to a job site. I wake up early.
Just hardwired.
Yeah. It's just how it works. All right. Well, I guess tell them
We appreciate you coming and hanging with us. Yeah. Definitely plug away real quick. You, the network, Third Eye.
Yeah, go to thirdeyecarnival.com if you're interested in hanging out in just outside of Nashville. Also, we'll be in Pueblo, Colorado for the third year in a row, 4th of July weekend. Go to amwakeupshow.com for everything else. And thank you.
Yeah, man. And then tomorrow night on INN, we're going to have Reef and Colin doing INN news. Reef just sent me over the thumbnail for what they're talking about again. Mahmoud Khalil and green card holders rights. Easy for me to say. Oh, goodness. He did the fucking Coneheads. Planet Beitar. Yeah, he did. USAID from the people in Africa and their perspective about the loss of USAID and what it did. And then again, a return to mourning, but I don't think that it's necessarily that mourning. I think it's MOUR and ING, but he's done a play on words there for tomorrow night. So check that out. Tomorrow morning again on AM Wake Up, you'll have Teace. It's Revolutionary Wednesdays with Teace. Nice. And that'll also be on INN on the Twitter machines. And then Thursday night, I don't think we have anything scheduled live, but I'm going to put out Boats as a podcast on Thursdays because we can put it out ad-free on Substack. And then Friday, we're going to rerun this show, so go check it out on Friday night. And Angel in the afternoon will have his 101st show. Congrats to Angel for show number 100 on Friday. Awesome. And they also did a baseball preview over on the Ocho. Also, I wanted to mention that on Sunday night on the Ocho, we're going to be live because we're only going to do Boats uncensored this week. The last Sunday of every month, we don't go to YouTube. We only go to Rumble and Odyssey and BitChute and everywhere else. So that'll be Sunday night after How Do We Miss That? But yeah, man, this was a blast. I appreciate you coming on. I'm glad we got an opportunity to plug Third Eye, and hopefully we'll get Jesse to one of those soon. And yeah, everybody go check out, subscribe to AM Wake Up over on Rumble, over on Odyssey, BitChute. If you have to on Rockfin for now, while they're still there, go sub there. But somewhere else. And then again, AM Wake Up over on Twitter, and Steve is at Slow Newsday Show, so give him a follow. And yeah, we'll have to do this again real soon, man. And
yeah, absolutely.
Support independent media because we need it more than ever, folks. You know, before we go, let me put this up real quick. That's our Wall of Fame. And now we'll have to put Villa for Assembly. Villa for Assembly goes on there. Thank you. Thank you to Tyler Russell, who subscribed this week, also to Indie Media Today for an annual subscription for $45. Anything you can do to drop us a couple of bucks to support independent media really helps and goes a long way. We really love you. Thank you so much, really. And we'll see you soon. Later, everyone.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? And now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. No, I play civil when all these dead won't make you listen. What's more American than slaying your oppressors? What's more American than liberty or death first? God, I thought we were founded on abolishing the tyranny of those who would starve a village all to live empirically. And I regret that I have only one life to give for my cause now that I can see the cause. So
Who are these people?